Hello, I am Aviva reporting live in Jerusalem from room 552 for Israel 24/6 TV. Today is Sunday, May the 11th, 2008. Happy Mother's Day to all those who observe this day as an elevated day of honor for their mothers and the mothers of the world. In spite of the fact that many are celebrating Mother's Day, Prime Minister Olmert still held his weekly cabinet meeting as scheduled. Just a little more than an hour ago, his opening remarks were released to the press here in Israel. Besides publicly thanking Knesset member Ms. Ruchama Avraham-Balila for planning and orchestrating the official countrywide celebrations of the 60th anniversary of the birth of the modern sovereign state of Israel, the Prime Minister also made an emphatic statement concerning the continual onslaught of Hamas over the weekend against the sovereign state of Israel, her citizens, and her borders. In fact, not to diminish the gratitude the Prime Minister expressed at the cabinet meeting for the efforts of Ms. Balila, the titled caption of the communique to the press here was PM Olmert, either there will be quiet or the state of Israel will take strong action. Included also in the Prime Minister's weekly remarks to his cabinet was a statement concerning the events in Lebanon. For the sake of truth and in keeping with the format of the Fact Not Commentary show, I now narrate the Prime Minister's comments surrounding those events as they were received here by the press. And I quote, "We are saddened that over the weekend the terrorist organizations continued their murderous attacks, this time claiming a victim in Kfar Aza, Jimmy Kedoshim. Over the weekend I heard about Jimmy from his friends and acquaintances in Kfar Aza. His story, like those of the other victims of this murderous Gaza Strip-based terrorism, is heartbreaking. Let it be clear that the government of Israel views Hamas as responsible for all that happens vis-a-vis terrorism from the Gaza Strip. We do not check the organization's tiny details. The dominant, controlling element in the Gaza Strip is Hamas. It is responsible and it will have to bear the consequences and full responsibility for this activity. We do not intend to countenance this. We have said so time and again. The reality that prevails today must change. Either there is quiet or the state of Israel will take the steps that it must take in order to ensure quiet. This will not end in a day or a week. We never promised this. We cannot promise this. But I promise one thing. Either there is quiet or the state of Israel will take strong action that will, in the end, bring quiet." Regarding events in Lebanon, I do not think that I must go into detail except that the state of Israel is naturally monitoring events there. End quote. Furthermore, Prime Minister Olmert went on to make a public acknowledgement of the expected visit of the President of the United States of America, Mr. George W. Bush, and I quote, "This week, U.S. President George Bush will make his second visit to Israel within a few months in order to express his participation and that of the American people in our celebrations marking the State of Israel's 60th Independence Day. Naturally, when the U.S. President visits, we will deal not only with celebrations but with substantive strategic issues vis-a-vis the future of the State of Israel. These issues will certainly be an inseparable part of his visit here." End quote. And that concludes this edition of Fact Not Commentary. I'm Aviva reporting live in Jerusalem from room 552 for Israel 24/6 TV. Thank you and shalom.